Damo, congratulations. Wasn't your best, but you're safely through. Is that the important thing?
Yeah, that's always the most important thing, just getting that W on the board. Yeah, I'd like to perform 100 plus averages every other week, but yeah, you just take what you get and yeah, you move on, I guess. So it
Was
must
there
be saving them for tomorrow.
was there a particular reason you can put your finger on why you were below par tonight?
Oh, I just wasn't concentrated. I don't know. I just didn't feel concentrated up there. So the more I did try to concentrate, the probably the worse the darts went as well. I was like, you know what, just roll along with it. You got a few legs up, and yeah, just started thinking about things, and probably just had the time, which was a bit silly. And I don't know. I didn't know Dean from a bar of soap, so yeah. If he turned up and played probably like he can, I might have turned up and played a better game. But I think I just had too much time to think, and it just didn't really happen. And yeah, just I don't know, just not concentrated for some reason.
When there's not a lot coming back at you, is it hard to concentrate? Because we know the games that you're normally involved in, you have to be so concentrated because you're playing against the best all the time. And when someone's only throwing a 70 average back at you, like you say, the time there, is it hard to just focus?
Yeah, it is. And then you got the crowd. I think I started, you start hearing the crowd as well. And you just phase out for a little bit. It doesn't happen all the time, don't get me wrong, because like last week, I got away with a 6-0 playing really well. But I think when things go well, you just flow with it and things happen. You can't do any wrong. But when you're in situations like that where someone is not throwing anything back and you're not throwing anything even any better, you just rely on what you normally do, and it just I don't know, it just didn't really happen. You always have the one or two stray darts, and you just strive for more, but it just didn't really happen. And but at the end of the day, like you said, you get the win. You're on to tomorrow, and tomorrow's a completely different day.
New city, new venue in New Zealand. How did you find it? And is it what's the venue like compared to the
Yeah.
old?
I think obviously the venue in Claudelands was always really good, so it's hard to match that. I think tomorrow night, I think there'll be a lot more crowd attendance as well, and I think it'll be electric in there, as is the Claudelands was always electric as well. So yeah, it's not there won't be too much to compare there, but I think from a player's perspective, being in Auckland, I think a lot of players that have been down in Hamilton and stuff as well. I think yeah, they're pretty happy to be here and being in the major city, and yeah, there's a lot of facilities around and you don't have to go too far.
Cheers, Damo. Thank you.
Cheers.
Hi, Damo. How you doing?
Good, good, good.
Um, Being back home, obviously, I didn't get to speak to you last week over in Australia. What's it been like just being back there? I know it's not something you obviously get to do a huge amount, being based in the UK and sort of spending a lot of your time traveling around Europe.
Yeah, I'm really grateful every year we get to do the World Series down under. It's just a trip home that, I always leave early. Obviously, I missed two events, which I still watched on like an idiot. I don't know, like, I should be spending that time family and friends, but I still, watching snippets and stuff. And, I just always look at it as like it's missed opportunities not being there and stuff, which, yeah, that's just my mindset anyway. And I should be taking time off and doing things like that. It's probably better for me mentally, and I don't see it like that. That's my work-driven ethics, you can say.
Mhm.
But no, it's been a blast. It's actually, yeah, it's gone pretty quick as well. You hear a lot of players here. They're like, oh, 2 days and we're going home, and I'm like, oh no, 2 days and we're already at like going back. It's different outlook, isn't it? So no. It is what it is at the end of the day, and I'm going back to the UK for a reason, and all the sacrifice and all that, and yeah, no, like I said, I always enjoy the darts and I enjoy practicing, and it's all about the journey and yeah, and the fight and the competitiveness. So yeah, I'm up for it.
You're obviously very focused on your career and all the rewards that come with being a top PDC darts player, but is it difficult when you have to get on that plane and head back to the UK?
Yeah, it's like I do it, so I'm ripping off a band-aid every time, where oh well, I'll see you in another year. It's a quick hug and I'm out the door in the Uber and probably a few tears. That's but don't tell anybody. No, yeah, no, it's one of those, mate. It is what it is, and yeah, yeah, that's all I can say. It is what it is.
Does it make you sort of think about your decision to go over to the UK and commit to darts or?
Not really. Like, it was always a plan. It was always set in place. And yeah, like I said, I'm living the dream at the moment. I'm playing darts for a living. It beats roofing, and I get to see the world. So yeah, I got a really good world going on. You know what I mean? My problems are the small things in the world. Don't you know? If I'm whinging about small things like that, then everything's pretty good for me.
Okay, thank you, Damon. Enjoy the rest of the time over there.
Cheers, thanks, mate.
Hi Damon. Just to sort of build on the point Josh was making there, these two events in Australia and New Zealand, not so much whilst you're down there, but how important are they for something to look forward to? Because we know it's tough being away from home, being that far away from home as well. So just to know that you've got these two that are penciled in, how much does that help you and give you the motivation throughout the year, knowing that you are going to be seeing your family soon? It's not like 2, 3, 4 years or whenever.
I think maybe even regardless of the darts, I think because that's the break in darts, isn't it? So I'd probably end up going home in general. I normally go home after the Worlds, which we got that sort of bit of break as well. So yeah, I'll get to see family and friends. It's a massive bonus that I get to play darts down here as a professional, and that's brilliant for me. But yeah, obviously the years go on, and people move on, my family moves on, friends move on, everything like that. So yeah, my life is pretty much set up in the UK at the moment, and yeah, like I said, that's just how it is, and I'm just living the dream and riding the waves.
How difficult is it for someone in Australia to make that move to commit? Because I mean, it obviously worked out from you, but I think you would probably agree that you are a better player now than when you moved over. So you almost had to move over and then up your game to make the rewards really worth it. How difficult is that decision for a player to make that financial risk as well as that life risk of moving their entire life over?
Yeah, 100%. It's so with myself, right? I don't have kids and I don't plan to have kids and my wife either. So, there's one obstacle. It's a massive obstacle that I've averted, you could say. But yeah, you look at previous people, you look at Hopi, you look at Gigi, mate, it is massive. If you've got kids, especially young family, that is massive. Like, yeah, it's so much. You're relying on so much, and you have to make darts work. I felt like I got a bit. I don't want to say I got a bit lucky, but at the same, like, putting in hard work and all that as well. But I've got some wins up my belt, and the way my career's just done this, and things have happened for me. So I've been riding a good wave here, where someone like them, they you know what I mean, they got the tail end of the stick, so they have more experience of knowing how much to sacrifice and getting the raw end of the deal. So they're the ones more to speak to about, yeah, if it's when it doesn't happen, you could say. So yeah,
Cheers, Damon. Thanks for talking to us. Well done today.
no dramas. Cheers. Thank you very much.